Here's a little story about a man with a shed. He was really bored, so this is what he said. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get on the radio. So now in his shed, he does a funny show. Broadcasting, that is. Radio Gold. It's pretty funny.
And there we go. We opened up the barn door, the shed door there, Joe, and we're ready to broadcast.
Yay!
Absolutely. Of course, I'm DJ Uncle Bobby. With me is Joe Seeker. And in the chat soon, we'll hopefully will be Freddie, Jen, and Renee. Renee, at the least, better show up because the title is This One's for Renee.
You guys can't see me, but for the entire show, for 30 minutes, I'm going to be riding a unicycle.
That's right. That's just an extra bonus. That's the kind of stuff we bring here at that shed show. You know? Some extra effect, you know? That's right. We sprinkle a little fairy dust on the show, and it's ready to go.
That's right.
Zing!
We never know if that's fairy dust or one of the Brady's coming down the steps.
But however, I doubt we can do 30 minutes on Renee. So we do have some news planned. So we're gonna do this one's gonna be the news.
I would gladly do 30 minutes on Renee.
Well, I'm sure you would. She's my cousin, so I can't get too dirty old man like you can on her.
I've never met her, but I just know my general affection towards the female in general, and I'm willing to bet that I would. Now, of course, it's 30 minutes, so I would have to do it in installments. 18 installments.
There she is, Renee! Yay!
Renee!
Renee! I probably got to get my intern's attention.
I would do 30 minutes on the intern, too.
Where are you at? Doing too many for her, I think. I don't think she can handle 3 in a row. Actually, she missed the first one, didn't she, Jen?
See, Bobby, you know as well as I do, Jen is a Spreaker whore.
I know, she spreads her love everywhere. She's probably in another chat right now, cheating on me.
Now, you and I both know she did not lay around waiting for you to broadcast shows for 6 months.
Well, goddamn it, she should have. That's what a true fan would do. I'm hiding, LOL. She's here. She's here. She just heard you call her a Spreaker whore.
She is a Spreaker whore.
Just don't worry, sweet. It's not as bad as a real whore. I promise you. But the title is This One's for Renee. For old times. That's what it should have been called. For old times. She's yeah, because she kind of disappeared for a while. I haven't seen her. I haven't heard from her. And I miss her. I do.
I miss her, too.
Yeah, I bet you do. Bet you do. But like I said earlier, you know, we can only do so much on Renee, so we're going to do the news as well. But it's still for Renee. I think she loved the news segments the most of all anyway. She loved doing the news with me.
She wants us to talk about hockey.
She said she misses you too, misses me too. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, when she first came in, was waiting for her to say something about it, but I wasn't sure. I mean, I hung out with her a lot. We spent a lot of time together, me, her, and her old man, and my old lady.
She's awesome.
But I wasn't sure. I was on the fence with her about sports. I wasn't sure if she liked sports or not. Because, you know, some chicks do dig sports.
I can tell she's one of them chicks.
If she's not, she was like, I hate sports. LOL. She just wrote in chat.
That's just a front.
Oh, it's a front. But who doesn't love the news? Especially when I do the intros. You're going to love this, Renee. This is a treat. This is the brand new... actually, I don't even remember what this is, but I'm sure it's good. All my clips are. Yo. This is my bad news intro. This just in, I got bad news for you. A fire broke out. It was the whole state of Florida. When it comes to bad news, there's no one better. I can only get hard now when I'm reading a newsletter.
In her will, Smith also intentionally omitted to provide for her spouse and other heirs, including future spouses and children and other descendants. They will... Who writes this stuff? God, it's amazing. Are you guys lost like I am? It's like nobody talks the way that this stuff is written. Some intern at NBC News Channel writes this crap.
A little bit, filled in with some air,
Okay,
not
so
as low of
Chad,
pressure, but Camille.
Chad,
Let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you would let me talk. 2, 1, mark. Take a walk, jackass. Just let me know if he's coming from behind me, all right?
Yeah, with a couple of shower chances by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And thanks for the hard-to-get applause, Nicole and Kevin. Yes.
How's that, Carol? Is that good enough for you? Okay, I'll try a little harder next time. Thanks so much. Meanwhile, a high-speed chase.
I think the lady expressed herself, and you're not here, you're there. Is there any question you'd like me to ask her?
No, I'll give you lessons on how to become a reporter.
Well, I'll give you some lessons on how to be an editor, because I was your boss once.
Yeah, you were, and are no longer. How did that happen?
Well, I don't know.
So come on and listen. What do you got to lose? It's DJ Uncle Robbie with That Shed Show, and this is bad news. Yeah! I got bad news for you, Joe.
What's the bad news?
I gotta read the news.
I love listening to you read, Bobby.
You want a job, Freddie? There's a job for you. Come on live and just read the news. That's all you have to do. You can come and chill in the chat and then call in on Skype. We'll hook you up with Skype or something and help you with that, or just call the house phone and you can do read the news, so I don't have to do it. I used to make Renee do it. I used to hate doing it. I hate doing the friggin' news. My uncle is in prison for arson. He didn't do it this time. Haha. Is this a news story? Because we actually read that news story on air. There was this real it's an iconic place here in our little area, you know, Joe?
Yeah.
And the guy that burnt it down was supposedly her uncle. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, she was kind of, you know, she was like, oh, God. You know, like, who wants that, you know? Oh, my God, you got... But in their defense, you know, first off, Renee didn't do it. She can't help who she related to. Second off, the place was already closed down. So, you know? Did you know? Yeah, Marty and Barb's. Bobby, did you know? Yeah, we talked about it on air. Don't you remember? She said, Bobby, did you know my uncle was the one who burnt down Marty and Barb's? It was. Yeah, we did it. We did the whole thing. We did a news story about it. It was crazy. Jen says, here's breaking news for her. She said she's got some news. I got some news for you, Bobby. The cardboard trash dumpster at my dad's work caught on fire. Did he do it? She said, Renee said, I forgot we talked about that. Yeah, I remember. That was good times. But now, since Renee left me, I'm stuck reading the news. And today's news is brought to you by news.com.au. I don't know what the hell this site is. But, wedding delayed after man cuts off his testicles. Joe, what do you think about that?
Well, you know, if there ever was a reason to call time out, I would think that would be it.
Yeah. I believe you're right. That's a shame. That's horrible. Well, first off, postpone my ass. Like, it's what do you need to marry me for now? They're gone. You don't, you know. Well, the florists were putting the finishing touches to All Saints Church in Hutton, east of London, ahead of the ceremony at the weekend, when the blood-soaked man entered the church. A A friend of the bride and groom, who did not wish to be named, turned up for the wedding at around 12:45 p.m. to find a police car outside. He was told, right? He was told by what's the VSAR, the Vicar? VICAR. No, it's part of the wedding, because I didn't want to say, or it was the vicar and the florist were putting finishing touches. I left them out because I didn't know how to pronounce it. I don't understand what that is. Well, anyway, they told him, whoever they are, the man had chopped his testicles off with a pair of scissors and was going berserk, chucking chairs around. I'm surprised he didn't pass out.
He was cutting his nuts off with scissors.
Yeah, what the frick's this dude's problem? This is the bride. This is the groom, or this is the best man, or something.
Did he ever panic about the big day or what?
I know, that's what I'm wondering. But it says that the bride and the groom came in, and they're greeted by police. So I guess it's.
You should saw my ex-wife on her wedding day. Was she ever hot? Fuck, she was sexy. She's here right now.
Renee says, ouch. Jen says, no, Bobby, my dad didn't do it. All right, well, he's a suspect. Tell him not to leave town. And,
he would never be able to sneak up on anybody and cut their nuts off. They'd hear his TV coming.
I didn't mean he did the cut the nuts off. I meant he burnt down the trash can at his house. Yeah, Renee said the same thing. She's on your page, Joe. She said, talk about cold feet, LOL.
There's better reasons that you can come up with a better plan than that.
She wrote, oh, it'd be cold balls.
Good timing.
You like that?
No, but you think you'd be able to come up with a better plan than cutting his nuts off.
I know. I don't know. But
You could have just looked at her and said, I don't love you.
when I went to the church, I saw something on the floor which I could only describe as flesh. Which I was...
You could have told her what my ex-wife told me. What she said. Don't ever say this to anybody, because it's the most assaulting thing you can ever say to anybody. I guess it was supposed to save my feelings. She said, I don't love you. I love things about you.
Uh-oh. On your wedding day?
No.
Oh.
When she was leaving. For her boss, who had way more money than me.
Because I was going to say that if she said that on your wedding day, then you should have known. You should have tipped that. You should have cut your balls off right then and there.
No, my wife was I don't know, she was pretty hot, man. She was way too hot for me. Or.
Renee says, OMG, I miss you guys. We miss you too, Renee. We really do.
We do. We actually do.
We do. We talk about you all the time. You know?
I dream about her even more.
Don't be perverted. It's my cousin. Fucking old, dirty old man.
Just let me get my robe on.
She's married, and he didn't cut his balls off. His balls are perfectly intact. Oh, by the way, earlier I was, for Freddie, who's still probably in here, hopefully, somehow I was going through bookmarks, and I don't know if my son got this up, somebody got this up. Prison bitch name generator. And my prison, it's you put your first name in, you put your last name in, and you hit submit bitch, and it'll give you your prison bitch name. Joe, right? That's what Joe's was, and mine was the shirt lifter. I don't know what that's all about.
You show all the other inmates your boobies.
And